God speaks all the time. We can hear him if we try. Are you listening? Oh, are you listening? God leads every day. He doesn't stop or change. Will you follow? Oh, will you follow? There's a start and finish line. I'm gonna run my race to win. I'm marching and moving step by step. I'm running my races, not finished yet. When God speaks, I wanna listen, walk in obedience. Ready, set, go. Ready, set, go. Ready, set, go. Ready, set, go. God speaks all the time. We can hear him if we try. Are you listening? Oh, are you listening? God leads every day. He doesn't stop or change. Will you follow? Yes, will you follow? There's a start and finish line. I'm gonna run my race to win. 'Cause I'm marching and moving step by step. I'm running my races, not finished yet. When God speaks, I wanna listen, walk in obedience. Ready, set, go. Ready, set, go. Ready, set, go. Ready, set, go. I wanna obey like Noah and the ark he built, like Queen Esther. For such a time as this, I wanna be like the 12 disciples who followed him. Ready, set, go. Ready, set, go. I wanna be brave like David when Goliath fell, like when Hannah gave her son Samuel. I wanna be like Peter, a rock where God can build. Ready, set, go. Ready, set, go. I wanna have faith like Abraham and Sarah believed, like the widow gave Elijah food to eat. I wanna sing praise like Paul and Silas in the jail. Ready, set, go. Ready, set, go. I'm marching and moving step by step. I'm running my races, not finished yet. When God speaks, I wanna listen, walk in obedience. Ready, set, go. 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 Ready, set, go.
Hello, Uddingston Old young people. How are you today? Give Fiona a big wave. Give us a high five. Hi, Margie. Have you had a good week? Have you been enjoying your summer holidays, your Easter holidays even? And how many of you have eaten all your Easter eggs? But don't tell anybody, okay? Boys and girls, it's good to see you. I want to show you something. Look at this, the bucket list. This came just the other day. It's 1,000 adventures, big and small. And one of the things is, the reason I'm looking at it is because we're trying to plan our holidays for the next couple of years, because we haven't been on holiday. And neither of you, because of the lockdown. So we're looking at different places thinking that looks exciting. And one of the things is, boys and girls, is when you look at the pictures, you think, is that going to look like that when we get there? And who knows, who knows. But hopefully it will be, and we'll be surprised. And one of the things is, when you're getting organised and things, like, you need to make sure you've got all the proper clothing, your proper shoes, because we'll be doing a lot of hill walking and various things like that. And I've got the first aid box as well, just in case, because I've always got scars. I've got a scar on my thumb here, and that's because I had an operation when I was a wee girl, and that was a long time ago. I've got a scar on my head, and this is because I was swinging on a tree and fell off. And I got into trouble for that because I shouldn't have been swinging on a tree in the first place, but I ended up with a scar because I cut my forehead. But boys and girls, one of the things about Easter is it's full of surprises, because we know that when Jesus, on Easter Sunday, he rose again from the dead, and the tomb was empty, and people went to see this tomb, and they were so excited they shared the news. However, one of the disciples, called Thomas, missed the excitement. All his friends and all Jesus' friends were locked in a room upstairs because they were afraid. And then Jesus appeared to them. How amazing was that? And Jesus showed them the nail marks where he had the nails hammered into his wrists and his hands and his feet. And they were able to see them. So the disciples went and told Thomas, and Thomas went, I don't know if I believe you. I don't know. I think they may be kidding on. You know yourself. But so Thomas had to wait a week. Imagine waiting a week to see Jesus. Imagine that. What would you be doing? You'd be thinking, is this true? Who would tell me? And Thomas then was back in the same room as all the disciples, and Jesus appeared. And this time, Thomas was able to see Jesus and the holes in his hands and his feet. And he said, I believe you. How amazing is that? Boys and girls, how fantastic is that? Boys and girls, I want to show you a little video. And again, it's about Jesus and Thomas. And you see what happens with Thomas as well, because it's an exciting story. And poor Thomas, he didn't believe at first because he thought, maybe they're kidding on. Maybe they're kidding on. It's like me telling Adam that he's going to get a big chocolate Easter egg, and he didn't. He got a tiny one, and he's making a sad face behind the camera. But boys and girls, so get ready, okay? Get yourself comfortable, and I'll see you in a wee minute. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, go!
Stories of the Bible. Jesus appears to Thomas. This is Jesus,
Heyo!
who is the Son of God and the Savior of the world. While Jesus was on earth, he taught everyone about God's love and healed people from their sickness. He did many miracles like calming storms and even raised people from the dead.
Wahoo!
But some people did not like what Jesus was doing, and they put him to death. He died on a cross and was buried in a tomb. For 3 days, Jesus' body laid in that tomb, and it seemed that there was no hope. But very early on Sunday morning, the woman who cared for Jesus went to go visit his body, found that his tomb was empty and that he was no longer there. For he was risen. He was alive.
Woohoo! What? Heyo! Rah!
Jesus appeared to his disciples to show them that he was alive. One of the 12 disciples, Thomas, was not with the others when Jesus came.
Hey, Thomas!
Later, the disciples told Thomas, "We have seen the Lord." But Thomas said, "I won't believe it unless I see the nail wounds in his hands, put my fingers into them, and place my hand into the wound in his side." Eight days later, the disciples were together again, and this time Thomas was with them. The doors were locked, but suddenly, as before, Jesus was standing among them.
Oh, hey guys.
"Peace be with you," he said. Then Jesus said to Thomas, "Put your finger here and look at my hands. Put your hand into the wound in my side. Don't be faithless any longer. Believe." Thomas said, "My Lord and my God." Then Jesus told him, "You believe because you have seen me. Blessed are those who believe without seeing me."
Boys and girls, welcome back. Did you enjoy that video? It's good, isn't it? I love the saddleback videos of Jesus and the story of the Bible. It's great, isn't it? And how wonderful that Thomas finally got to meet Jesus and he was part of the group and he totally believed. Yeah, boys and girls, it's fantastic, isn't it? So boys and girls, we're going to say a wee prayer just now and we're going to talk to God. So let's close our eyes and let's speak to God. Dear God, thank you for Thomas and the disciples. And even though Thomas wasn't sure at first, he had an opportunity. He had to wait, but he had an opportunity to meet Jesus once again. And Thomas was filled with joy and love, and he believed that Jesus had risen again. And that's wonderful, Lord. That's wonderful news for all of us, that sometimes we do have to wait. We do have to have patience. But the excitement and the joy we will experience when the time comes. So Lord, as we gather online again, keep us safe, keep us well, and look after ourselves and our families. And we know that you love us very much. So Lord, keep us safe. Amen. Boys and girls, good to see you. Do you know, I meant to say to you, I've moved my study. I'm back down here in a bit of the front room. And I've got all my bookcases and things like that. So you may be wondering where Fiona was today. But boys and girls, I'm looking at my book and I'm trying to think where I want to go. And one of the places that we would like to go and visit is Canada. And then the Scandinavian places like Norway and Iceland and Finland and Sweden and all these kind of places. But we have to wait. We're going to have to wait. We're going to have to plan a route and we're going to have to get prepared. But the waiting is the exciting part, isn't it? Because then you get to see the place itself for real. Just like Thomas had to wait to see Jesus for real. So boys and girls, I do hope you have a good week. Remember to send me some pictures of you with your Easter eggs or what you're doing during the Easter holidays. And hopefully we get to see each other quite soon. But until then, take care and I'll speak to you later. Bye.